mic check. Video camera check. Hello, good evening. Ako pala si TOC and welcome back to my stream. Mag-stream po ako ng Genshin Impact. Update na ngayon ng version 5.5. Pero nag-off-stream pala ako kanina na umaga after update. Daily commissions tapos ginawa ko ako kasi 1 and 2 ni Paresa. Yes. Pero ngayon tutuloy ko na ngayon. Pagtapos nito yung may Paresa yung ito naman yung world quest. Eh, bakit na-remove yung post ko sa sa group? Ay, bawal pala, maglagay dito ng link. Ay, oo nga pala, guys. Nagpo pala ako ng Shannon kaso talo ako sa 50-50. Talo pala ako sa 50-50 kay Chichi. Makita ko sa iyo Chichi ko C5. Hindi ko na ginagamit. Bakit naglalag? Medyo malag yung stream ko. Inesting ko lang to, no? Triple stream. Kung naglalag po yung game. Tagal naman tong loading ah. Ay, ba't nawala yung ano, sounds sa Genshin?
Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But what?
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Atoli.
Whoa! Hold on! Varesa's plate looks completely...
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Varesa challenge. The Varesa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge. It's named after Varesa because, well, so far, she's the...
You're kidding. You had to invent a whole new...
Believe me, if Varesa competed in the same class as everyone else, only one other person has come close to beating the Varesa challenge. And that would be the Pyro. Of course, she breezed through the normal level, but the Varesa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrim. The Speaker's Chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But once the Archon finally saw Varesa...
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying Malika had these portions, and she just... You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got. Whoa. Tender, juicy... Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler. It's amazing. Oh, and this!
Okay na to siguro position ko.
And this one is... Alright. That's it. All this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress. Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel. Okay, Paimon's tried as... You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you.
Let's hear it for Varesa! who has once again come, and with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Ha! Well done, Vanessa.
Amazing job!
Oh, it's nothing.
You actually finished it?
Huh?
You don't feel bloated?
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know? Thanks. This is my specialty, after all. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you.
Aw, don't worry, Vanessa. For someone as talented as you... Ian-san! Did you beat the challenge too? Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Vanessa challenge a few times. Okay, there has to be more to this than... By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy...
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I said a few mushrooms or get too mushy. That way, you have some...
Oh, so that's the secret! Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness!
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you.
They want to exercise. After all that food? Yeah, go tell them to take it easy.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. Either the contestants are getting more experienced.
Everything was delicious, especially...
Thank you. Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something. It's an excellent addition to any dish. But there are actually two. There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Huh? Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Samaru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and...
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? Oh, by the way, Vanessa, I'm almost...
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I want to come with you too?
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food. Paimon will take that as a yes. All right, let's go. Thanks for the food.
Haha, my pleasure.
Naglalag talaga yung stream.
to that. Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle had told? The green mushrooms don't, if anything. I wish.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar...
You could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Yeah, but... my tribe is more important. I know the truth is important too, but... I don't... In other words... deep down... command the truth...
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders.
You know, you remind me of an... Just like you, she was full of courage. And never stopped challenging... Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need... 3, 2, 1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. So, where should we start with the investigation? Oh, the green mushroom, you mean?
Well, the traveler is a lot more perceptive than most.
Oh, I see.
So, notice anything, traveler? Just like Varesha said. Guess it was the same for all of them.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming... Now. You were the ones who wanted to...
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. You'll excuse me if I have no interest in you. Craven and...
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity. I only granted you this audience because I saw... I am...
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? All you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty...
Sure doesn't sound like it.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be... In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the truth. However, I am willing to share. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity, and we shall see if you're worthy.
Look, more green mushrooms right in front of us.
These clones are my most... If you want answers, then it might be advisable.
The voice is gone. Finally, Paimon had enough of that talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of
So, do you think what he said was true?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was...
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something...
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like hero... Okay. That sounded a lot cool.
Well, we have one thing going for us.
Such insolence!
Did you hear that?
You're spying on us?
No response.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secret. Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus!
So this is one of his subjects?
Bull warrior compliment? Much appreciate. No! Bull warrior natural enemy.
Careful, Veressa! This is a kind of monster from.
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred! Everything else, waste! That's all I know. Promise!
It turned back into a normal mushroom.
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, a green mushroom! And it turned into a fungus! Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated,
Okay, so it turns out this one.
Riddle? Oh, I'm not.
that sounds like a problem for your friends. Enough chatter. Time for. Why are all the mushrooms in this?
Aw, man! How?
Because you're his clones, right?
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple. What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh, it's.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns?
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do. No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony.
Oh, good thinking, Veressa! Let's try and ask the other mushroom. Oh, but we should probably pick this one first and. Hey, there are two fungi over there! Looks like they're discussing something.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the...
Of course! Any random question.
Wow, cool! You green caps are...
It's all progressing as expected. I know. Oh, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life.
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can...
They're humans, idiot. They don't.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, ha, you can't even.
Yeah. A few more decks.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then
I mean, obviously it's...
Who goes there?
Do you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere. My cap...
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first! So, we passed the test? So much for gathering. Oh well. The important thing is the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard, too. He really does release. Okay, let's give it a try.
Definitely.
Good call. It's.
justice.
Oh, hello Koy. Hello for Tony Toxin number 31. Hello mate, I really enjoy your stream. So your stream pretty cool and I love it. I love to support you more. Can we communicate through Discord? My username is Tony number 50 to 52. Oh, thank you for dropping by Toxin number 31. My Discord account is RonLester20. So I will find your username later.
Huh.
Huh. Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of...
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a...
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us... But we know you're not one to lie, Varessa. Besides, thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Wow, it smells delicious!
Well, here goes nothing.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate... Did you really think some common stove could generate enough? Humans are such a disappointment. You could... But as soon as there are no more hints, not a... Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more... Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. And...
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely. We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon.
Later ko na lang to i-collect ng Kapyroculus. Kasi hindi ka pa namamar sa interactive map eh. Malito pa. So I will finishing the quest before collecting Pyroculus chests and the hidden items for sure. Pero inaalala ko muna to yun, no? Ng teleport na waypoint.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
Wait. Zotac number 31, I will add you later after end stream.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far.
Right. So, even...
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time.
Verissa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Still, I've learned a lot from Koshian-san. She taught me that we get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. So, no matter how scared I feel, thanks. It's a work in progress. All right.
Tingnan ko muna ito, ano, artifacts.
Oh, looks like we can make this jump. That avatar of lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge.
Charge?
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a
Done and dusted. This core should be...
Oh, let's see!
A few more chunks like this, and we should be good. Running late again. Careful! 3 avatars of lava!
as one with wind and cloud.
No, my sword! Get Rain Cutter! Teamwork is strength!
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again! What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Let me weave you a going in!
Be careful! Watch out for low-flying rebels! What a great haul! A bunch.
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can... My dad told me about them once. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time. Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and Theatena's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers. So now, whenever I wear them at the same time, though.
Oh, you really think so?
Really? It's just... I feel like I need to... But the longer I put off taking that step, the...
Yeah! You had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about.
Oh.
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job.
Thanks for believing in me, you two. And I won't give up. Not until I can face things up. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is...
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting.
Come on, let's head back to the truck.
Clear weather. Nag-heal kills ko pa si Arle.
Everlasting as the moon!
We're back! And we found a bunch of stuff to use!
Great! We're almost done with the prepper.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperature...
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on...
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your tip.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone?
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses... Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel?
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then,
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, this kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great. Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms...
All right, let's go!
fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist? Wait, no. Something's not right.
Wala na rin naman natin sa ano. Anyari? Sorry guys, sorry guys. Boy, pala ako mag-post na ano. Wala ba't ganun? Bumabalik?
We're back! And we found a bunch of stuff to use!
Great! We're almost done with the prepper.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperature,
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on.
Yeah, but
Papalitan ko nga
the
to
things we
isa.
brought aren't your
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Paressa and her